Good morning, guys, and welcome to another vlog. I'm Sydney if you're new here. This one is a day in my life, but we're going to focus on what I eat in a day. So I'm gonna take you guys through all of my meals, my snacks, and tell you what time it is, and kind of just show you some inspo if you are needing some meal ideas. I used to track macros very consistently, and I learned a lot about how to build a plate, how to listen to my hunger cues, how to make sure I'm fueling myself properly. But now I eat fully intuitively and also just kind of use that knowledge that I had when I was tracking for years. I tracked kind of on and off for years, so learned a lot throughout that time. I think macros are a great tool, but I don't think that they're meant to be used your entire life if you don't want them to be, of course. And learning to trust your body and your hunger cues and eat intuitively is such a good thing to learn rather than always rely on tracking. So I used to show these what I eat in a days and would have my food scale and would talk a lot about macros. And this one is going to be a lot better for y'all that don't enjoy seeing content like that. I think it was really great for the people who do track macros. For the people who don't, they're like, do I need to be tracking macros? Do I need to be weighing out my food? And so on. So I think this will be good for anyone to just have a little bit of meal inspo. So let's get into it. It's 6:15 right now, 6:15 a.m. and we're starting our day off. These are my greens and reds that I take every single morning. You don't have to take them on an empty stomach, but I do them with my first meal. They have a digestive enzyme, probiotic, and servings of fruits and veggies. Just mix it with about this much water. Also, how cute are these glasses? I think I'm going on, maybe it's like year 5 or so. I definitely started taking greens before I even turned 21 because I can vividly remember the apartment that I was in when I first got them, and I have not stopped since. I shoot to drink about 3 or 4 of these each day. 4 is definitely my goal. It's a 40-ounce little tumbler, so I would say 120 ounces typically is my goal. I used to carry around like one of those big gallons, and this just seems to be easier for me and a little less annoying to bring around, because when I would bring around the gallon, if I would forget to bring it on the go, and since it didn't fit in my cup holder, I would go a couple hours without drinking any water, and it made it a little bit harder to finish my gallon. So these seem to be my hack, is to have a big old cup. This morning I'm just gonna do a banana with some almond butter for a snack. Oh, I actually just got this thing. Let's try it out. It's to slice fruit. I've never even tried it yet. Wow. How easy. Probably the most unnecessary purchase, but it works. I bet with like strawberries and stuff, it's a little bit easier. It's easy to slice bananas. I'm gonna do some almond butter and then some cinnamon on top of the bananas. I'm making a mess. All right, pre-workout snack. I like something that's just super light and not too much on my stomach. So a banana or some rice cakes seem like a good little fast digesting carb that I can have. So I have some fuel for my workout, but I'm not feeling sluggish or weighed down by a whole meal. So especially when I work out really early in the morning, I used to feel almost nauseous when I would eat. And it's 6:30 right now. Got some pre-workout. I've been using stim-free pre-workout. I used to go back and forth between stim-free and the regular pre-workout, but I've been doing stim for a bit now just because I don't drink caffeine that much or have caffeine in general. If I have a matcha here and there, but I don't drink coffee anymore, and sim-free, at least for the time being. This has been good for me. Okay, I just left the gym and got a really good leg day in. I actually am restarting. This is like my first week of doing my 4-week program again because I kind of fell off while I was while I was in Cancun, and I wanted to just restart it because everyone else is restarting it as well, or everyone else is starting it as well because I just launched it. So I am doing that right now, and the only thing that I skipped was my hip thrust because for some reason the machine hip thrust kind of freaks me out a little bit. Like I don't love it. So I have the Brett Contreras, like the little hip thrust, like glute box, I guess you would call it, which I love doing hip thrusts on there. So I'm just gonna do them at home, and I know that's goofy to like go home and do it, but I wish that they had like a better box to do it here. I hate having to basically like rig a hip thrust bench, I guess. So I got a really good leg day in, and if I don't do it, whatever, but I'd like to stick to it. Like that's one thing that I want to do with the program is actually do every exercise rather than be like, oh, not today, I don't feel like doing that. I want to really hold myself to it. So I just told myself that I might not. No, I am. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna eat. I am absolutely starving. So let's go home and have some breakfast. I'm doing these gluten-free everything bagels from Cannon Bakehouse. Ugh, not great, but I'm gonna do this Kite Hill cream cheese. It's the chive kind. I almost forgot my cheese. I'm gonna do a little bit of this vegan American cheese. I'm gonna see how this works right here. And then we're gonna do a bit of avocado on there. I'm gonna do half of a half on each, and then do a little avocado smash action. This is gonna be more of like an open face breakfast than a breakfast sandwich. It's kind of a ton of avocado. I go through phases with avocado. I either am like obsessing over it at the time, or I cannot have a bite of it. I'm obsessing over it right now. Okay, so vegan cheese kind of is hard to find that melts well, but this one seems to be melting pretty well. And I don't want the eggs to burn, so we're gonna do this. Ah, my cheese. And then we also are gonna do turkey breast on top of it. I don't know if you guys know what Big Apple Bagel is, but I grew up going to Big Apple Bagel, and I would do turkey and Havarti on an everything bagel. Cream cheese, egg, and then normally it was turkey breast and Havarti. This is obviously American, but voila. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper on top. Some everything bagel would be really good on this, like the seasoning. All right, here is my first meal, which is my little open-faced breakfast sandwich. Just got my Thrive package in, so I figured we would do a haul of all the things that I got in. I never really do just all household stuff, but this time I did. I normally will do like pantry restocks and then get some stuff here and there, but I needed a lot of restocks. I got a restock on some toilet paper. This one is the 7th generation, and I've never thought to get toilet paper from there. I've gotten this paper towel before, and that's what made me think, okay, they might even have toilet paper, because this brand, 7th generation, I seem to like a lot of their cleaning supplies. I also got the Rosie dishwasher detergent packs. some avocado spray. We use this on pretty much everything. So I would used to get this at Whole Foods, and it's a lot more expensive at Whole Foods. So if you have never looked into Thrive Market, I know I've talked about it a lot of times, but if you've never looked into it, it is like the best thing to do for pretty much anyone, because even if you do have like a Whole Foods, a Sprouts, or a place like that that has a lot of better ingredients, natural food, snacks, but also some non-toxic cleaning supplies, it's still gonna be less expensive on Thrive Market. So you pay an annual subscription or you can pay it monthly, but it ends up like I save more in a month than what I spend on a subscription for the entire year, if that makes sense. So I got some oven mitts, which I always need a couple more of these hanging around because I only have a couple small ones. And every time we've had either people over and we're using the ovens and we're doing all sorts of stuff, I feel like we just have the little mini ones. So got a couple of these, and I figured, of course, we're just gonna go with beige. Sad beige household over here. And then I got some reusable produce bags. These are gonna be really good for going to Sprouts, and lately I've been doing that for my produce. I love to get pretty much all of my groceries sent to the house. Thrive Market comes right to your doorstep, which I love. But when it comes to produce, I like to go and pick it out. I've noticed that. So I got some produce bags and also got some flour sack towels. I think these will just be good to have around the kitchen. Yeah. I got some mini throwaway plates and some heavy duty big plates just for when we have people over. Got a new cleaner for our dishes to have in here because this one needs to go. It's going right to the trash. It's disgusting. And I hate to say it, but I brought it from the apartment. I sometimes will just throw them in the dishwasher. I don't know if this one's dishwasher safe. I should look at that. But I'll sometimes just clean them, and I know that it's probably fine that we've still been using that one, but it was time for a new one. I got some zinc, so I take vitamin D3 and zinc are like my top two vitamins that I'll always take. I got some more trash bags, and these are the small trash bags for our bathrooms. And I also got some Element. So these are the little electrolyte packs, and there's 3 citrus, 3 raspberry, 3 orange salt, and 3 watermelon salt. And I was getting these on Amazon, and they're even less expensive on Thrive Market. So they also will price match, which I didn't realize until recently, and I've been using Thrive for a long time. But if you do find something for the same price or for less, I guess not same price, because why would you price match if it was the same? But if you find it for less, then you can price match it on Thrive. So this is just a restock on these, but I've actually never tried the orange salt or the watermelon salt, so I'm excited to try those. I also just went and grabbed my Jolly Llama little desserts to show you guys what ones I was talking about, because they have these on Thrive Market as well. I just ordered a whole, I know this is a little bit different of a Thrive Market haul than what I normally will do, but I just ordered my monthly of all of my pantry restocks, and also got some frozen stuff this time because I found that they had the Jolly Llama on there, and they kind of gets expensive just buying them in the small box at a normal grocery store. So I figured we're gonna try that, and I got some other frozen stuff. It's gonna be a little bit different of a food restock haul. Normally I get like the same things every single month, but I'll make sure to link Thrive Market. If you have not tried it, oh my gosh, I shout it from the rooftops that I recommend it to literally everyone. Try out Thrive Market and you get 30% off and a free $60 gift with the link in my description box. Thank you so much, Thrive Market, for sponsoring today's YouTube video. Okay, I'm having a little bit later of a lunch than what I typically would. That sandwich, that breakfast sandwich, seemed to hold me over for quite some time. So it's around 2:30 right now, and I'm going to make some tacos. I was gonna just do some ground turkey tacos because Jay normally will prep enough ground turkey for both of us. But since I got ground beef yesterday, I'm thinking I'd just make that, and then I have it for tacos the next couple days. So let's do that. I was just looking for taco seasoning, and look what I found. The everything bagel seasoning I could have used earlier. But I don't think that I have taco seasoning. I'm gonna do this salsa with it. It's from Thrive. It's just the mild salsa, but their salsa is unreal. I'm obsessed with it. I wish I would have gotten some better lettuce and not done spring mix for this, but we're gonna roll with it because I want some greens in there. Not me searching through my spring mix to not use spinach on here. I know, chef, Sydney.
Like really huge, like a really big thing. Like nowadays, like that's just not a thing anymore.
Do you, oh shoot, I just ruined this. Do you think that you learned how to cook in college? Or when do you think you did?
Yeah.
I'd say same, but even my freshman year of college, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm hoping this cheese melts a little bit on here. I don't really want to throw it in the microwave when I already have lettuce on there, but I might have to. It'll be fine. I'll do one and see what I think. So I think what I do differently next time is put the lettuce on last so that I can just microwave with the cheese. Yeah, I think I want to do that for all of them. Yeah, that's gonna be way better. Throw a little more lettuce on there. I'm the only one who uses this spring mix, so don't judge. All right, my dinner, I guess you would call it, some tacos. I might not even be hungry enough to do like an actual dinner and just do a snack. Girl dinner. We'll see. Sometimes I will either do a bigger lunch, a smaller dinner, smaller lunch, bigger dinner, because I always will save room for a little sweet treat. But since I do a pre-workout breakfast and a real breakfast, that kind of is like 2 lunches, if you know what I mean, because that ends up being like 10:30 or so that I normally will have my post-workout breakfast. I'm on Hydro Jug number 3. Okay, let's try these babies out. Microwaved lettuce, not so much, but pretty freaking good. For a little snack, I'm going to do cucumbers, some hummus, and some turkey. I'm gonna do this with some crackers. I had this exact same thing last night for a snack, and it was so good. So simple, but so good. I also like summer sausage a lot too, but I don't have any of that, so I'm gonna do some turkey breast. Okay, I just broke the turkey into pieces like this, and then I'm gonna take a cracker. This is a way more organized way than what I did it last night, because last night I literally would just scoop some hummus and grab a handful of turkey. It did not look nice at all whatsoever, but I think that I'm gonna put a little bit of hummus on each cracker and then put turkey and then cucumber. All right, here we are. And now that I found the everything bagel seasoning, I'm gonna put a little bit of that on there. It's going everywhere but on the cucumbers. Yum. Another one of my obsessions right now. You want to try one of these? Because it's so good. Okay.
No, thank you.
All right, I'm obviously finishing off the night with a little Jolly Llama sweet treat. I've got, this one is the chocolate caramel one, I think. Let me see. Caramel chocolate chip, yum. I'm gonna end off this night with this, and that will be the full day of eating. We're just relaxing and we're watching a movie right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this full day of eating. I love y'all so much. Just a little reminder that you can eat exactly what I eat. You can do exactly what I do for workouts, and our bodies are so different. So this is not supposed to be a comparison on what you need to eat. It's just to give you a little bit of inspo. So I'll see you guys later in my next vlog, and thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.